that was just a little bit of footage from the 29th Denver Record Collectors Expo. Um, I can't say consecutive because I think they canceled 1 year during the pandemic. I'm losing track of how many years we've been in this pandemic now. Anyway, another great record show that I had the opportunity to attend. This time I was only there for about 2 hours, and I'm kind of reaching the point now where I'm being pretty selective in what I'm buying at these shows. I It's easy to be kind of overwhelmed and get carried away. So you have to kind of keep your wits about you. Maybe even have a kind of a plan of attack, a little checklist of things on your wish list. I didn't have any kind of a list, but I knew I just wanted to kind of take my time, kind of make my way around the circuit and see, get a feel for the prices first of all. And there were a lot of varying prices in the room. One thing I've been looking for is the Tracy Chapman debut album, and that it's pricey on Discogs. It's hard to find. I saw three copies, three different dealers at this show, $50, 85, and 65. I passed on all three. Was tempted to pick up the $50 one. But I'm going to wait. You just don't know where you can find things these days, and I'm hoping to get lucky and find this thing in the wild somewhere. So, anyway, that was Tracy Chapman. I'm off on another tangent. It was a fun show. I also like the competing show now, the Rocky Mountain Record Show, which is held down in the Rhino neighborhood in downtown Denver. This was suburban Thornton, Colorado, 10 minutes outside of Denver. For me, it was about a 45-minute drive from where I am. And I ended up picking up some great post-punk things that I needed for the collection. And let's get to that right now. The first album that I purchased was the debut New Order album. This was released in November 1981. That iconic cover. This, of course, is New Order. This came, about a year and a half after Ian Curtis's tragic suicide, which was the demise of Joy Division. And this is really kind of a transitional album for New Order. They renamed the band, and there is still a lot of Joy Division in the songs and in the music. It would only be another album or two before New Order really kind of embraced their more electronic leaning sound, dance music, etc. This is still guitar-based drums with a little bit of synthesizer. And it is bookended with my two of my favorite New Order songs. That's Dreams Never End, of course, and Denial. So Dreams Never End, first song on side one. Denial closes the album. The dealer and I both thought this was an original UK press. Upon further inspection, this was a Grease release. So this was the first release from 1981 in Greece. I'm pretty confident they used the exact same UK plates and stampers. This thing sounds amazing. I have not heard or purchased any of the New Order reissues, and I haven't done a ton of research about those either, so I don't know how the reissue compares to this. All I know is from experience, if you can get an early original press, ideally this would have been UK, but the fact that I think they're using the same stampers, this is fantastic. It's just got punch, it's got slam, and hopefully the reissues sound great too. But I am really pleased to have found this. One little quibble here: the dealer that I purchased this from, he had kind of a chaotic booth. There were no prices. I'd say 90% of his records were not priced. And, you know, you're just walking into trouble when that happens because, you know, first of all, I was there amongst 5 other people and, you know, we're going through his inventory and I'm holding, you know, me and other people holding up their album, trying to get his attention. What do you have on this? And he would throw out a number. And there were 3 albums that I did this with. I only ended up buying one from this particular dealer, and that was this one. Turns out it was okay. It was a median Discogs price, so it did not overpay for this, which I'm happy about. The other thing I'm happy about is it's in fantastic shape. The record is very, very clean. I'm calling this thing near mint. There are a couple little ticks and pops on playback. Probably going to bring this down to an acquaintance I have here locally. He has an ultrasonic, and I'm going to put this through the paces and see if it improves a little bit. But even with a couple ticks, this thing sounds amazing. It's dead silent in between tracks, actually. So, very pleased with that. That was my first purchase. Continuing with the post-punk, moving into new wave theme, I picked up the 1988 debut album by Morrissey. Of course, Viva Hate. And this happens to be a U.S. first press with the gold promo stamp. Always like to find those if you can. This, of course, was on, I think this was on Sire. There it is. Also a near mint example. Gave this a listen as well. This thing sounds fantastic. It's got so many great Morrissey songs. I think this is probably still, in my opinion, his best album that he ever put out. The Ordinary Boys, what a fantastic song. And of course, that song was removed by, if you look online, everyone is blaming Morrissey for it. But it was removed on later reissues for whatever reason. It's a fantastic, one of the quintessential Morrissey songs, in my opinion. The majestic Every Day is Like Sunday. Of course, we have first song on side 2, Suede Head. What a classic Morrissey song that is. For a couple of years, I thought it was a Smith song. Back when I wasn't paying attention, and then I realized, oh wait a minute, that's a Morrissey solo song. Great album. Even though this guy can be a jerk at times, he has put out some true art, and that is what this album is. Last but not least, I found an early original pressing of Husker Du's Warehouse Songs and Stories, the double album. This was the final Husker Du studio album released in 1987. They would eventually release a live album, The Living End, back in 90, I think it was. This is an amazing album. You've of course got the power trio, Grant Hart, Bob Mould, Greg Norton there on the back cover. This was recorded in Minneapolis at Nicolette Studios, same place where the Replacements had recorded several albums as well. I have the reissue of this album with the kind of the neon green and yellow corresponding records in the album. This thing blows the reissue away. I'm happy I found this. I wasn't really 100% pleased with that reissue, the sound of it. This has just got a lot more drive. It's got a bigger sound stage, Some real slam, especially on that left channel when Mold's guitar is coming out on the opening track, which is These Important Years. This was a dead serious, awesome album when it was released. It was the first Husker Du album that I went to after hearing Bob Mold's incredible workbook, his debut solo album from '89. And again, you know, I am a sucker for early first issues. This is just a fantastic find. This was actually at the Wax Trax record shop. They had a booth. Wax Trax is a great shop in downtown Denver. Yeah, really happy to have found this one. That was it. Just a quick video today. I wanted to show you what I found at the Denver Record Collectors Expo this year. They are going to be throwing another show in the fall. They're waiting for the Broncos schedule to come out because they don't want to compete with the Broncos. They typically do these shows one day on a Sunday. And I also wouldn't be surprised to see the Rocky Mountain, the competing show, the Rocky Mountain Record Show. They will most likely do another show this fall. So, hey, two more shows to look forward to here in the Denver area. Hope everyone is having a good start to their week. If you liked the video, please like it. And I also would really appreciate it if you would consider subscribing to the channel. Every single subscriber helps lift the channel up. And that's what all of us YouTubers are trying to do, is just get a little more visibility, you know, widen the tent, as they say, and hopefully have an ongoing dialogue with people who like interacting and viewing the videos. Quick note, thank you to people. I've already gotten a few new orders for stickers and t-shirts from the last video. Check out the merch shop if you haven't visited it yet. Any purchase there really helps things as well and is greatly appreciated. Have a great day. We'll be back very soon.